Okay, we are live. Alrighty, welcome, welcome, welcome. I put a lot in the chat. I realize, but lately I've been getting somewhat forgetful about some things, so I want to make sure I get it all in there. And that is on. The lag's not too bad. Let me just have my cell phone going here in the background so I can keep an eye on things. And like I say, welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm up here in Northwest Vermont. Had a beautiful day today. For some folks, it might be considered a chilly day, but for us, it was normal for this time of year. I think it hit 58, 59 degrees, something like that, for a peak today. I was going to get down to, it could get down to 30s tonight, which is typical for April. April is kind of weird. You never know what to expect with April. And, you'll hear the old saying, April showers bring May flowers. Well, we had a fair steady 4 or 5 days of rain off and on. And now we've got a couple of days of sunshine, and then we're going to get a couple more days of rain, and then a couple more days. It's going to be like that. That's the way it is. It's gradually warming up, and by May we'll start seeing it. 50s is pretty typical for April. Maybe even occasional day with 60s or 70s and that kind of thing. But no severe weather generally. Usually this is considered mud season for us, but it came early this year because of the early thaw. And so mud season is because we have a lot of dirt roads. People are proud of their dirt roads here. And the roads get pretty bad. Some of them get really muddy. The road I'm on, I'm paved, but just up the road a half a mile or so, about half a mile, it changes to dirt. And it's dirt for the next 8 or 9 miles until it goes back onto the main highway. So, and that years past, I can remember going with my pickup truck and pulling people out of the mud. They were literally stuck up to their axles with it. And even tow truck drivers are making a pretty good penny, I imagine, pulling people out of the mud. But they've done a lot of work, and they've done a pretty good job, I think, and the roads are much, much better. There's still just really bad potholes and stuff like that from the dirt, but they usually clean that up pretty quickly once things have cleared up. Let's see, what else? Okay, so I did bring all this in the chat. So if you're new, please email me. My email is right there on the screen, thelandgj@yahoo.com. I need your YouTube name, because a lot of times YouTube names are not the same as the real person's name. And I need your real name, your shipping information, and your PayPal information, which is usually an email. But I know some folks use a different email for PayPal than they do for regular email. So let me know what that is. We do $1 increments up to $10, $2 increments after that, unless I otherwise say something, waive it and say only $1 increments. That doesn't usually happen, but I leave myself some leeway there. I try to put going once, going twice, last call, and sold in the chat. And once an item's been sold, that is it. No more bids. And of course, there's always the snipers that try to come in sometimes. I haven't had too many of those, so pretty rare actually on my channel to have snipers. But people coming in at the last second right before I type in sold and jumping in there trying to get a deal. But if that happens, I don't post the sold. I continue to leave the bidding open. So try to be fair. Let's see. I always encourage people, if they're interested and want to join me on the channel, go right ahead and email me. I'm more than happy to help, especially anybody that's fairly new. I'm not all that accomplished, and I don't have all that many followers, but I'm willing to share the time with someone here on Tuesdays. I do have one other person I'm lining up. I'm just trying to find a compatible night for the two of us, because Tuesdays doesn't work for them. And I have been on other people's channels, of course. I think that's how a lot of you got to know me. So, let me think here. Am I forgetting anything else? No, I think other than that, things are going pretty well. So, like I said, the snow's pretty much gone here. The mountains have a little bit of snow, but we have no snow left here in Vermont. Other than I know a few of the ski areas, they just made a ton of snow this year, and good. Hi, Marlene. Thank you for joining us. And so, okay, enough chit chat. I don't want to. I have a long list tonight, and I'm not sure if I'll get through it all. I try to finish this up by 10 o'clock when possible, or earlier. So I will switch cameras here and go over to my other tabletop camera, and start see if there's any interest in some of the items I had first. It's going to be a mix. If you saw the preview, you saw I didn't show a lot of the jewelry, but I do have jewelry tonight. I also have a lot of variety, I guess is the way to put it. Okay. Switch. Sorry, I can get talkative. I know. All right. So these are, as it probably obvious, looks pretty obvious what they are. They're shot glasses of various sizes. I think these two are pretty much the same, but the rest are just an odd variety. You can consider that a shot glass, whatever you want to call it. But I was going to. Oh, hey, Randy! Thank you for joining us. So I want to call this an assortment of shot glasses, even though maybe not all shot glasses, but. I keep doing this to myself. Go type in a comment, and because I clicked away from it, it doesn't type in the comment. Okay, assortment of shot glasses. So that's less than $1 a piece. I will wrap them. I guarantee that they'll so they make sure they'll arrive okay. But I didn't know if there's any interest. I say there's different ones. This is your pretty typical one right here. These two. This one is a little bit dirty. Actually, needs to be cleaned. I can't guarantee I clean everything. This one's a little smaller, so I don't think this is compared to. It might be the same. It's hard to tell with these designs. And then this is another one that's fairly typical of shot glasses. It's got a piece of paper inside. There we go. With a little more decorative piece. Hey, Cassandra, thanks for joining us. So, hope things are going well in your neck of the woods. I hear that some parts of where you are got some serious rain and flooding. So, hope you're all right. Okay, I'm going to find my pen here so I don't lose track of what I'm doing. Okay, well, like I say, I'm not going to, on things like this, I'm not going to dwell. Nobody's interested. Fine, I'm going to move on as quickly as I can because, like I said, I have a lot tonight. I wasn't planning to have a lot, but just the way it works out sometimes. We found got a bunch of things that came up, and so. Okay. Next time is kind of weird. Well, I was going to say weird. Kind of different. Looks like a little mini TV. And what it is it's for a smartphone, believe it or not. You open up the back. You slide up on the back. There's a little panel that slides out. If I can get my fingers in there. Push it from the other side. There we go. You take the tray out. Put your cell phone in. Slide it in there. My cell phone's rather large. Give me a second. It sticks out a little bit. And now you've got, it's a magnifier for your cell phone. And get that light off of it. There we go. And you see the cell phone within the cell. Yeah, you get the idea. But anyway, so yeah, it holds your cell phone, but it magnifies the image. Not a lot, but a little bit. It's kind of cute. My grandkids got a kick out of it. But it's cute. And what was I going to say for this thing? How about $6 for that? Just slide my phone out. So there's the tray. Slide it in there, and whatever's on the phone looks like you're watching a smartphone TV. And for those, I'm old enough to remember. We didn't have this when I was a kid growing up, but in the 50s, which is where I was born, they did actually sell magnifiers to the old black and white TVs, and they magnify it by I think it was 10% or something like that. It was some weird small number, but that's essentially what it is. It's a magnifying lens in the front, and you put the smartphone in there, and it magnifies the picture to fill the screen. So, and I realized how it kind of looked weird, but and I didn't put this in the chat, so I apologize. Hang on. Smartphone, they call it an amplifier. And $6, I think what I said. Oh, I didn't close the other one out. What did I say? I passed for now on the other one. So anyway, like I say, it was kind of a different item. It's not, see the back. There's the back. So this just slides out, and the things on the trays on the side there, and it's not wood. It's wood, but yeah, exactly, Randy. It was for the small little black and white TVs, and then they put a magnifier on the front, and it made the picture a little bigger, but not a lot. If you could find one of those things today, it'd be up to some collectors out there that'd love to find one. But, anyway, okay. I want to put that down. Mark this off as a list. Yeah, I thought it was just kind of cool. I forget where I found this, but it was, or I may have picked this up at an auction somewhere, I can't recall. But anyway, okay. Well, we'll pass for now on the smartphone amplifier. I'm going to put that in the chat. No. And go on to the next item. Like I said, I'm going to do some oddball stuff in the beginning here, and then we'll. I've got a Pyrex dish that's in excellent condition. It's got a square dish. If you want to look it up, it's Pyrex number 8704. You can see the Pyrex there, sort of in the symbol there. Let's see if we can get that in there. Yeah, that'll focus. And it's in really good shape. No chips anywhere on it. It's in really good condition. But I know there's people that love Pyrex. So 8704 dish. And $6 start on that. The next item. I did try to write down a list of how I was going to sequence things tonight. So, but I know that Pyrex is a highly desirable, and there's probably some room for resale on this. I think, maybe not. I try to remember if I looked this one up or not. But okay. All right, we'll pass for now on this. And go on to a more collectible item. Let's find a safe place to put the dish here so knock it over. Okay. And item number 4. Oh, yeah. 3. So, anybody an egg cup collector? This is a large one, and what's really neat about this is gold lined. It looks like gold trimmed, I should say. In the bottom of it is a really pretty flower pattern, and I found out this is reversible, so you can use it either way. Put the egg this way, or you can use it that way. So I'm going to call this the large egg cup. I'll explain why in a minute. I have another one that's smaller. That's why. We'll start this one at $9. This has been, when I tried to comp this one to find out, there's no name anywhere. I looked and looked and looked, and I could not find any kind of a marking that indicated who the manufacturer might be. And when I basically looked and found similar ones, I was surprised what these go for. Especially the more ornate ones like this one with the green and gold and yellow. This is yellow, green band, yellow band, and then white, and then the flowers in the base of it. But didn't know if there are people that collect them, and that's why I put them out there to see if anybody be interested in that. If not, I have a smaller one that we're going to ask $6 for that one. And this one is cuter. And it has a gold trim as well. Okay, so I'm going to pass from the large one. And the small egg cup will start at, I said 6, right? Yeah, 6. And then, again, no name on the bottom. This one's not invertible like the other one. You can certainly flip it upside down, but it won't be particularly useful. Clear on the inside, but cute little girl on this side. So I suspect it's possibly indicated for a child's egg cup. Oh boy. I typed the word egg and it didn't take it. Yeah, Dr. Laurie would know. We do sort of follow. I get her newsletters, but half the time I never remember to read them. So, okay. Yeah, she's a good one to follow. Yeah, I've been tempted to. We have a ton of art. I have a ton of artwork, which I don't bring to these auctions. I could, if there was any interest in that. Another thing, I've told people in the past, I have a lot of things, and I have vinyl albums, I have comic books, and I don't bring to auction, and I have a lot of artwork which I don't bring to auction. Baseball cards, so let's say sports cards and collectible cards. I don't have magic ones, but I do have like TV show collectible cards, that kind of stuff. So, okay, we'll pass for now on this guy. And let's put that aside. Check that one off my list. And go to the next item, which, oh yeah, this is a cutie. Is an owl bell. There, get my hand out of the light. Yeah, she's good. We watch her just because she does explain a lot of things that and I have several items that I have kept for eBay auction because of some of the things she's pointed out, and done pretty well with some of them. So, yeah, she's good to follow and she can be funny. My wife loves to watch when she does this. There's a Pittsburgh program that she does, the What's It Worth. we kind of play that game, watching it and say, okay, what we thought something is worth, and kind of a little competition between my wife and I. Okay, an owl bell, and we'll start this at $7. And just to show you this, I didn't clean it up. I should have. I apologize for not. It's dusty and dirty. There's a little bit of wear. I think maybe this is wear on the side here. You can see that on light pretty clearly. This side doesn't look as worn. So I think this was actually used. It does have a sticker on the inside. It says Lego, believe it or not. And it says made in Taiwan. You see that? Yeah. Kind of cool. I didn't know that. But it does ring. You probably can hear that on camera, I'm sure. In this top, I didn't see chips, just more discoloration, like fading of paint kind of thing, and dirt. So, but I'm guessing it's hand painted. But that is the owl bell. No, it's up there. I'll look for the next item. Okay. Alrighty, we'll pass on this, and then we're going to get into some jewelry here, I think, after this next item. No, they'll take us on the owl bell from Lego. Should thought it was rather interesting. It's got a kind of a gold tone core. It looks like ceramic, porcelain or ceramic all the way around. So, okay, I had one of these last week, I believe. But this one is unmarked. Another Japanese style vase. And that's why I'm saying style, because it's unmarked. And so because of that, I'm going to ask $6. It stands about, I'm thinking about 6 inches tall. Yep, exactly 6. So there's no marking. Usually there's a marking on the bottom of that particular artist. But it's in excellent condition. I did give this one a bit of a wash because it was pretty dirty. I probably could stand a second wash. Just use Dawn dish liquid on it, very gentle. But anybody interested in the cobalt blue, they call it. And it's got the gold trim along the top. It's a little worn there in the gold trim. One spot, looks like. But anyway, that is the piece. There it is. Oh, I had one other item I wanted to put up that I had almost forgotten to show. And it wasn't on my order, but I'm going to do that, and then I'll get into some jewelry. I think. Yes. Go back and forth between jewelry and non-jewelry items. So let's say we'll pass for now on this. And that's all right. Okay. Okay. I think there was somebody in the past that's been interested in some of the tins. So we'll have this M and M tin. We'll start this at $5. And it looks to be in excellent condition. Is there a year on that? It says M&M chocolate candies, nature plain, bonbon au chocolat. There's the side. There's the back. There's the inside of the cover. Inside of the tin. It's being in really good shape. If there's any interest in that, so let's get that. It does have a UPC, so obviously it's not that old, but I didn't think it was. It does say, there it is, limited edition canister, 1996. Where's the date? So that's any help to anyone? But, okay. Skip that for now. So yeah, this is a really fascinating piece. So it is jewelry. And I'll show it in a minute here. I guess there's no interest in the tin, so we'll pass for now on that. Again, anybody seeing this stuff later or watching my videos later, of course, if you see that something did not sell, please email me. We can talk, we can chat, or whatever. So I have a really interesting tie pin. Get the camera down closer here too. No, I gotta move some stuff around. Hang on. Oh, there's some stuff in the way. My camera tripod. Oh, bring it down. So this is a really interesting tie pin. There we go. That shows it nicely. And I'll take it out of the box here in a minute. That's an Indian head penny. tie pin. And we'll start. Yeah, these typos. Yeah. We'll start this at $7. Now, for those that are familiar, I don't know what year the penny is. I have seen other tie pins like this one. There's the back of the box, and there's the gold tone chain with it. There are no markings on here other than the penny itself. You see basically what they did is oops, let me get that on there. There we go. There's the back of it, tie pin. And then there's the base that goes into it. Okay. Get it on here. Pardon me, I struggle to put this back together. There we go. But I thought it was really fascinating. Come on, focus. There we go. So what they did is they etched around. You can see it's just barely held in with in three places here at the end, the bottom and the top. One of the ones I saw actually had the date. They left the date on the bottom. But Indian head pennies were from the late 1800s to early 1906 or 1909. 1909 was the last year, or 1908 was the last year of the Indian head penny. 1909 is when they started with a Lincoln penny. So the penny itself is over 100 years old, guaranteed. But just a very, very unique piece. And we had this nice little display. And it's got the little piece here for you. You run that through your shirt buttonhole. Very unique. Didn't know if there'd be any interest in something like that, but I thought I'd give it a shot. And see if there's anybody interested in that. That was the first piece of jewelry. Let's see here now. And as I mentioned at the beginning in my text, my statements there, the items I say silver I'm only saying that because they're marked silver. I have no way of testing silver other than taking a magnet and seeing if they're magnetic, then I know they're not silver, regardless of what they're marked. If they're marked 925 and they're magnetic, then I'm assuming it's silver plate, or if there's any silver at all. So we're going to pass for now on the penny here. On the Indian head. And I've got this silver pendant. Again, there's my board. We think the pendant itself is silver, the chain is not. Although the chain is very, very pretty. So you set that up, camera up, and bring this back a little bit. There. Okay. And it's got some nice sparkle to it. Get the camera a little higher. You can see the full length of it. There we go. Okay. I'll bring it up close here in a second. So silver tone chain I'm going to say because it's not marked. Okay. And I think the stone is an amethyst, yes. So let's bring it up close. So there's the pendant. There's the back of the pendant. We say we think it's silver only because of the source of where it came from. There is a mark on the bail. If you can see that, if I can get the focus. where it says 925. So it is marked 925. But and the chain itself, and get the length for you. I'm going to say it looks like 16. Almost 18. Let me show you the chain in my hand here so you can see what the pattern looks like. The chain. There's that piece. Very nice little delicate chain. Nice little delicate pendant. Nothing too unusual. My camera's really askew here, isn't it? Must be crooked. My legs. My camera's not level. It's a crappy tripod. But I didn't put a starting bid, did I? That's supposed to be $7. Nice. My apologies. I'm sorry. $7 start on that little guy. Oh yeah, I have what I think is a gold testing kit that was buried in some stuff that I didn't even know I had. I think it came from somebody else actually, and it's got that little black stone. So I'll try that, Randy, if I can find it again. It's buried in some stuff in one of the cabinets. So if I can find it, I will. Non-silver with scratch or copper color. Okay, cool. Huh. That is really cool. I did not know that. Music kit with the 18K solution. All right. Again, I got to look at it. I'm not even sure. I know that I've seen people use these kits and demonstrate them on YouTube, and usually they have one for 10K, 12K, 14K, 18K, and 24K. I don't recall that many solutions being in this. So if you use 18K solution, silver will turn blue. Cool. Okay. Well, like I say, I'm going to have to invest in it because I've been just putting too much jewelry out there, and we've had so much jewelry that of unknown origin. So all I need is 18K. Okay. I'll find out what it is if I can find it. But I appreciate all the help. I really do. Like I said, we did a jewelry business for over 30 years ago, but we just, we sourced from, well, I think most everybody knows about the various, one of the larger ones there, Mountain, what was it? It was something Mountain. I can't remember now. I'm drawing a blank name, but anyway, they're out of West. And there was another company here locally here in Vermont called South Pacific that we had a account with that was very reliable. So, solution for silver. Okay. No, it wasn't Mountain Trails. It was. It'll come to me, but it's Outfit Out West, and I can't think of the name of it right now. I probably have a bag of it. There's some other stuff in it somewhere around here, but yeah, that's where it came from. We still get the catalog, so we just don't have an account with them anymore. Anyway, all right. Well, no interest in this particular pendant. That's okay. Where did I do my list? Trying to stay organized here. Okay. All right. Next item I have is an interesting pin or brooch. Make sure I got the right line. This is made from seashells. It's a pin. I'm going to put it down on the table here and then bring the camera down and closer. I'll leave that up for a second while I type it in. Fire Mountain, that's it. Thank you. Fire Mountain. Yeah, we were regular customers of theirs for years. Okay. Yeah, a little seashell pin. $4 star. I'll bring it up close so you can see it. It's got the little faux pearls in the center, sewing faux pearls. And there's the back. You can see the style of clasp. Here's the kind you spin, right? Yeah. So no stabby factor on this one. No, I'll take that back. Sticks out just a little bit. But mild, very mild stabby factor. Yeah, kind of a cool little seashell pen. It's like it may be just my thumb is roughly an inch, so about a little over an inch in width, but not much. I see Marlene at 4. Next bid will be 5. I wasn't wondering about that, if that's a natural color or not, but I think it is. We go to the coast of New Brunswick every chance we get, and so collect seashells. I've never gone down. When we were in Florida, we didn't collect any seashells for some reason. But okay, I'm gonna say going once, going twice. Last call. Oh, I don't know the name of the shell either, but alrighty, sold to Marlene. And you'll write your name on that little bag and what did I do with it? Oh, there it is. Give me a second so I don't, and I'll put that in your box of stuff, Marlene. Yeah, there's a little bit of glue on the back, but not too bad. Okay, let me set that aside. And let's see what the next item is. Bracelet. Really interesting bracelet. Didn't call it what you call it, but I'm going to try and find the best way to display it. I'm going to fasten. Give me a second. I'm going to fasten it here so I can put it across my fingers and show you. It's kind of a copper tone, and it is variable in length. Bring the camera a little bit here so I don't have to. There. So that's the bracelet. I'm calling it the R bracelet. And my wife told me what the R stands for, but I'll tell you one other thing I know is that it's related to the saying on the back of this one, which is it says treasured, 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 13. So, yeah, it's a really bracelet. I forget, she did tell me what the R meant, what the R is for. You can see it's variable in length here. There's where I fastened it. So the overall length, I'll give you the overall length here. Undo it. Yeah, move this out of the way for a second. Put it on the table like so. And get my tape measure. So the overall length from the clasp to the end of that little extender is 9 inches. So, but from the clasp to the last charm, I guess we call it, is 7. So it has a faux pearl, the R, that piece, flower type thing, this piece. It's very unusual bracelet. Something that looks like a feather. Okay, I'm the price down. Cheapers. I'm calling it the R bracelet because it has the big R on it. $6. Yeah, I agree that the pin is quite old. It may have been something that was my mother-in-law's. To be honest, we've had some of her stuff. She was in her 90s when she passed back in 2000. Oh gosh, it's been a while. Wasn't it 2008? But she was born in like 1914. So, okay, so that's the bracelet. There. Oh, it's glory. And while it's up there, we'll go get some earrings. Okay. We'll pass for now on that. I'm trying to open the bag here. Just bear with me. My whole hands just don't want to cooperate sometimes. I've got two different earrings here. We'll start with, and get that out of the way, and bag it. I'm trying to be really good about rebagging things so they don't get tangled up. Okay. Earrings for choice. Choice. Starting at $4. Okay, so I've got two pairs here. One by a company called Baked Beads. Another one which I would call vintage earrings. And I'll show them both up close here. Give me a second. Pull the clipboard down. Okay, the baked beads are nothing. They look at the metal with a kind of like a clear acrylic over them, and you can see the type of hook they are. That's the back. Oops, back of one of them. That's the back of the other. The back of them. Yeah, sort of a yellowish green, I guess I'd call it. It's got some yellowish kind of a tint to it. I guess they deliberately tinted it. I'm not sure why. But that's what it is. It looks like a couple flowers. This company called Baked Beads. And then I'm going to just show one of these because it's easier. You can see the type of clasp it is on that. And it's got a little cluster. It's not pearls, it's just metal beads. Get it to focus. My hands stay steadier. Might help. Rest my hand on the table. And none of these are not marked. I would consider these are probably vintage. This pair. The big beads are not, but they're also similar type of clasp. You got a problem with green, Randy? I know people concerned about jewelry that turns you green, but I think this was a deliberate. It's some kind of the word I like to use. The word I would use is shellac, but it's probably acrylic, some kind of acrylic coating on the front, not on the back. Back is just a plain silver. Oh, oh, Marlene. Oh, That's interesting. Good thing to know. Well, anyway, there they are. Those and this. As you can see, it's quite small and dainty. I'm not sure what they were shooting for with this, but and I did not try to clean these. They probably could use a good simple cleaning. Maybe with a toothbrush and some Dawn dish liquid. Like I said, no markings on the middle or anywhere else. Okay. Oh, okay. You prefer hooks? Shepherd hooks, yes. Yeah, I have. We were just talking about our jewelry stores. One of the things I've got, I literally have bins of the stuff we bought 30 plus years ago, beads and shepherd hooks and various little silver pieces and things like that. And it come in handy because we had a bracelet that our grandson had that the clasp broke and it was sterling, and I happen to have sterling clasp, so it would work really well. I could repair it for him. So okay, well, we'll see. Going once, going twice. Last call. Sold to Randy for $4. Which one or ones do you want, Randy? Yeah, get the bags for those. The baked beads, okay. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Put it back in the bag and put your name on it. And that'll go in the side here. Set that aside. And pick these up. And set them aside. Okay. We're doing okay. 848. Not bad. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, give me a second here. I didn't write something down. Okay. Okay, I'm going to switch off, and I got a music box. And I think this is pretty vintage. I'm guessing that, but only because of it is. It looks like a cardinal in there. And I did try to clean up a little bit, but these things are really, these clusters are really hard to clean. So it's made by a company. It's made put out by a company called Westell, and it plays the tune Snowbird. If you can hear that, hopefully. We'll start this at $10 start. So, like I said, there's the, on the bottom, it says Snowbird, made in China, of course. Item number 1937 from Westland. I think this has been around a while. Just a guess, but if there's any interest in that little music box. Snowbird, who was it? My wife told me who sang this song. I can't remember her name. Well-known pop singer. I can't think of her name. From the 60s and 70s. Anyway, that is the Snowbird music box. Okay, and where does that leave me? Oh yeah, go back to the jewelry. So I looked this up, this next piece, because I didn't have any idea what it was or what it's supposed to be. But okay, we'll pass for now on this music box. And set that aside. I found this. I don't know where my wife found this, but it's just a gemstone by Lyndon Woods Fine Jewelers. And so I said, oh, let's say what it is. So I looked and I found out this is a cubic zirconia. I can't spell it right, but that's all right. It's close enough. I surprised what people were getting for this single stone, even though it's not mounted in anything. But it's a really nice cubic zirconia, and I didn't take it out of the package. I left it right in the package because that's the way to find it. But it's got some really good sparkle for a cubic. I don't know if anybody be interested in something like that for who makes their own or looking for a stone. I don't know how many millimeters it is. I could measure, I guess. I don't think my measure thing has, that one doesn't have meters on it. Let me see if my ruler does. There. All right. Now we're good. Good grief. Bumped my cable connection there and messed everything up. Okay. Like I said, cubic zirconia. Really, really fascinating. Let me. Oh yeah, I was going to try and get you. Let me see if I can figure out. I mean, it looks like about 6 6 millimeters. So if anybody's interested, there. Okay. All right. We'll pass for now. That's for that screw up. Let me leave it right there for a second. My other item. Oh yeah. Leave my board again. This is a little bit tangled up, so give me a second here. I don't want it tangled. I don't want it. I managed to tangle it up between when I looked at it and when I brought it here. Oh, good grief. Well, I promise. I'm really good at untangling, so I promise I will get this untangled. But I have a Monet piece necklace. Here, camera. A little higher. There we go. And that's a little too much, a little too bright. There. No, it doesn't show the color of the stone properly. Let me dim this a bit. Yeah, not so bad. Okay. Let's see, a Monet necklace, gold tone. $9 start. I think we'll do on this. And I'll show you. It still has the original price tag. So there's the Monet adjustable. There's the original price tag. $28 suggested retail. And it is a multi-chain right now because I got to untangle it. I don't know what I did. I promise I'm really good at this. It is essentially 3 chains. 4 chains. And it is adjustable. And there's the Monet on the clasp. Let's see if I can get that up there with fingers out of the way. I don't think that's going to focus, but trust me, it says Monet on there. And like I said, it's somehow I managed it. When I pulled it out of the bag, it's the tag that's causing it to get tangled. That stupid string. Anyway, and to show the stone up close, see, it's got this kind of depending how it hits the light, it's got this kind of a brownish shimmer. It's not black. It is kind of like brown. Depending on how it hits the light, you can see the tones vary. So it varies in length. I don't think it says on here what the length is. It does say not intended for children 12 and under. That's interesting. But it is brand new. I see Marlene at 9. Yeah. So when you hit it with a bright light, you can see the band, how it catches, depending on how the light, that you move it. Really kind of cool. You think it's sheen obsidian, huh? Okay. It is cold to the touch, but that doesn't mean anything to me because everything seems cold to the touch to me. It doesn't say on the tag. It just says, some model number and Monet adjustable. Yeah, looking at see. No. Okay, well, we'll say going once, going twice. Last call. And sold money for $9. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me bring that up and put your name on it. And while I'm doing that, let me see what I want to do next. Let's see. Where did I find that? Oh, there it is, Marlene. Okay, I'm going to switch back to a non-jewelry item for a moment. Give me a chance to put her piece in the proper place. Box of stuff for you. Marlene's not in this room. I took it out. Safe place. So we've got a really cute little planter, whatever you want to use it for. And I'll explain about it in a minute. We'll leave it up there. Let's set something on the screen. Yeah. I just want to make sure I did that. So this is actually a made in Portugal item. And it was FTD, if you remember the FTD delivery. And I'll show you the sticker here in a minute. Let me just write this up. So this is made in Portugal, FTD. We'll start this at, what did I say? $10 start. And I did find this one out there, and this goes, I was really surprised. This, I guess, is considered vintage, although I didn't type that in the description, but this is considered vintage. But here's the bottom. Oops, upside down. Let's get that again. Handmade in Portugal for FTD. And the other side has measurements. So for those who are short of memory of how many cups are in a pint, how many pints are in a quart, so on and so forth, it's in excellent condition. I did give it a quick wipe down because it was dusty when I found it. Pretty. I don't know if it was ever used for flowers because it was pretty clean inside when I got it, just dusty. And if you comp this, you'll see, which is, my wife does not, well, there are times when she does. She's kind of she said, oh, that looks like a half a cup. So she's good at it. She's been cooking for a long, long time, and so I'll rely on her experience. Trust her. When I do it, I got to follow the recipe. That's the way I am. Unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on how you look at it. But anyway, I thought I'd put it out there and see if anybody would be interested in it. It's some people will suggest to use it as a pencil holder or whatever, a pen and pencil holder or whatever. You can still use it for flowers or whatever, or just simple decor. It's pretty. And like I said, it's in excellent condition. No chips, nothing. It's in great condition. Like I said, some consider it vintage. There's no, I don't know what that sticker says. It's kind of half missing. The sticker got wet. You can tell the sticker got wet at one time, so I lost. But Anyway, my wife for years and years did so much cooking. She loved to cook. As after the kids were gone and I retired, it's sort of like she's now saying, "Hey, since you're retired, I'm cooking more because you're home." It's like, oh, well, I sure can help with that. I'm not very good. I can cook some things. There are a few dishes I'm actually pretty good at, and I do a good barbecue. Like most guys will boast about it. Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, that makes sense. Put cardboard in the bottom. Sure. Okay. Well, like I said, I wanted to take a break from the jewelry for a second and put that up. The next item. Oh yes. So I've shown these before, and remember I said we have bins and bins of stuff, and I've shown these before, and I will show you. This is a different batch, not the same batch that I rolled away. Let me just lay them out here. I'm going to bring the camera down. Just back up again. Intensity, some light on there. Now hang on, I'm still not done. There's still more to go. These are all stone. I'll go through each of them. And okay. I'm going to do a buy it now. $4 a piece each. I'll take you through each of them, and they're almost all of them are marked, so it'll make it easy for me. I'm sure to display check the ring. So hematite size 6. I'm gonna go through fast. There's a lot of them. Another hematite, 5.5. The jasper size 5. Another hematite. This one's not marked. This is a size 6. It's a size 6. This one is jasper, 5.5. This one is green. There you go. That's green jasper. That's a 5. It says 5.5. Let me double check that one. Yep, 5.5. Green jasper. Another jasper, size 5. They're all pretty small. Another green and reddish. This is the green and red jasper, 5.5. This one is also jasper. It's kind of a grayish color. This one is labeled with the label's really faded. Wait a second. Mother of pearl. Looks like it says 5.5. Let me double check. Yep. It's 5 3/4. Mother of pearl. Another hematite. That was a 6. Another mother of pearl. That was a 5 3/4. Another hematite at 5.5. And another hematite at 5 plus. It says. And it looks like really 5.5 again. Also, any interest in any of the stone rings, and I can show them again, or get you the sizes again if you're interested in any of them. There's quite a few. I think I got them all out of my little box over here. Again, like I said, it was quite an assortment. I was digging through some bins looking for a cabochon to repair a piece of jewelry, and I said, "Oh my gosh, I got more of these." Didn't even know I had. So I did find the cabochon I was looking for. So, my wife's, we're still trying to figure out. There's somewhere we have a really nice selection of fairly sizable cabochons, and I cannot figure out where they are. They're in a bin somewhere, or a box. All right, what did I do with the bag? There it is. Okay, well, we'll pass for now on that. And anybody seeing it later and you're saying, hey, I really like that one for $4, buy it now. Let me find a bag to put those in. And we'll put this pretty necklace up for show here. Gotta straighten up my mess. And that's getting a little too bright. There we go. I want to show the blue of that stone. And this is not marked. So I'm going to just call this a silver tone pendant and a silver tone necklace. I don't know if I brought my magnet up here with me. Oh, I did. Well, let's see if this is magnetic. I'm guessing it is, but not magnetic. Nope, not magnetic. Okay. Well, if it is silver, it's your. So I want to call this the blue stone pendant. And we'll start this at $8. If there's any interest, I'll show it up close here in a minute. And I think, oh, let me get the length on this too. It does have a variable length. There's the clasp. You can see it's variable in length. There are no markings on it whatsoever. And like I said, it's not magnetic, either piece. That doesn't mean anything. Looks like it's about 18-inch, not including the extension. Let me show you this really pretty pale. It's like a tourmaline kind of color to it. And get some better light on that now. We got it up close. We can get away with the better light. Surrounded by little tiny crystals around it or something. It's a pale blue. There's the back. If there's any interest. Yeah, that shows it nicely right there. This is very pretty, and it's a very simple chain. Nothing complicated about the chain. A very nice piece. It catches the light really well. It's a good an eye catcher, as you say. Let's check out my list here. Okay. Where is it? Next. Oh, there it is. Blue stone pendant. Oh, I did have one more bracelet. Oh, good. But we'll get to that in a minute. No way interested in that, so pass for now. Appreciate everybody being patient with me tonight. I'm trying to get through a lot of items. I have, looks like a total of almost 40 something items I'm trying to get through tonight. Okay. And well, let's see what we're going to grab next. Oh yeah, let's do this other cube. Let's do this guy. Where is she? Here she is. So when I researched this particular item, some marked it as made in occupied Japan. Mine just says made in Japan. So I'm going to leave it at that. But it kind of gives you an idea of the vintage. But people collect these little figurines, and this is what this is. I can't get the camera down low enough to give it a good view. I'll pick it up in a minute here. But I'll call this the Flower Lady. And I did find this pretty easily out there. And this is on the bottom, made in Japan. Let me bring the camera up so I can show the face a bit better. I found one exactly like this bust, but with different colors. When I was copying it, I didn't clean that up at all. Dust on the top. I'll leave that up for people to look at while I grab the next item. I'll go through some collectibles now for a little bit, and then we'll come back to some jewelry. Okay, pass for now on the Flower Lady. Set it aside. And I found this really cute little bride music box. And she does play. A little more. It does have a name on the bottom, but I can't quite make it out. See, there's a tag in there, but it's obscured. Let's say, here comes the bride, of course. It says Schmid, S-E-H-M-I-D, Schmid, Japan, on the bottom. And trying to see what that says. Hang on, let me see if we get in the better light here. There is a sticker on there, trust me. But the veil could use a little work. It got dirty or dusty. But bride music box. I'll start this at 12. If there's any interest in her. And we'll go to one more collectible item. No interested in the bride music box. That's fine. I did try to clean her up a little bit, but didn't know what to do about the veil. Okay, we'll pass for now on that one. Let's save place for her. There was somebody out there that collected ephemera stuff too, and I couldn't remember who it was, but let me do this other last collectible. And then these are both made in occupied Japan. Dancing ladies. And I just realized my typo. All right, made in Japan. You know what I mean. And it's starting at $6, but I get to be up front. This one has a little bit of. We think that's damage in the back. Can't tell if that's a chip or if it's a defect in when it was made. To me, we both agree that we thought it was a slight chip, but it's on the side that doesn't show. And then there's the other one that's in green here, and she's fine. And like I say, it does say made in occupied Japan on the bottom. That one's kind of faded, but it's there. If there's any interest in that. And then we'll jump into some jewelry. Okay. All right, pass for now on the ladies. I'm gonna go to a bracelet. I'll show you what it looks like. I think it's onyx. I'll lay it down here for a second while I type up. This is marked 120 12K GF bracelet. And I really didn't know what to start this at. So I'm going to go out there on a limb and just say we'll start this at $10. I may be way out of the, maybe I'm asking too much or asking too little. You decide. It is, I had to take a loop. It's marked on the clasp, but it is really, really hard to read. And it's marked on one side. I forget which side. Let me see if I can see it again. Somewhere it was marked. But anyway. Let's see if I can see it again. It was very, very faint. Thought. Anyway, that is the piece. And I think it's, like I say, I think it's onyx. Oh, it escapes me to see it. Oh yeah, right there, right above my thumb. It is so faint, right above my thumbnail. It is so, well, not that thumb, this thumb. It is so faint. It was really, really hard to see. Let me say I couldn't tell without a loop. Length is and I'm guessing this is vintage too because of the source. This came from the estate. 8-inch from end to end. And it may have been part of a set. I say that because I found a necklace that was very similar, but not marked. So I hesitate to try to sell them as a set when I wasn't sure. Onyx, pretty actually. Stones got a nice glisten to them. Okay. Yeah, let's see what goes on next. Okay. Grab a necklace. Yeah, I think I agree, Randy. This is I think this is vintage. I think it came, like I say, it came from this estate. This woman who's fairly well to do, and I'm gonna guess that she did have nice taste, and she did have no problem spending money. So I don't know how you test something that's gold filled. Guess you can test it. Okay. Next item would be a necklace. Well, let's say pass for now on this. And we'll put this in the bag. And we've got a geode slice necklace. See if I can get that without the glare. There we go. And let's see, geode slice necklace. This one's about 20 inches long. We'll start this at $8. I'm surprised what the geode slice necklaces go for. Of course, I think most of them are on sterling, so it's probably the sterling that's driving the price, not the geode itself. Let's bring it up close so you can see it. Both sides. Oops. Like I said, it's on a very, very long chain here. Unmarked. Very delicate little chain, actually. There's one side of the stone. There's the other side. See the crystals in it. If there's any interest. Excuse me. And we'll switch to something else altogether again. So I'm getting that. Oh, yeah, I gotta save that one for towards the end, I think. Okay. No interest in the geode slice necklace. I'll pass for now. Excuse me. Time for a drink of water. Okay, then we popped up this next little item. Let's just say purse by 31, called Jewel City, made by 31. This purse, I don't know if it's been, it looks very, really good condition, almost like new. Now, I'll show you why. So this is I'm going to type 31 as a number, but you know what I mean. 31 Jewel City purse. We'll start this at 12. It is, no, would you say purple? I guess so. The color is showing pretty good actually on the screen. And you see the bottom's in really good shape. No wear on the bottom. In fact, it still has the plastic over the jewel piece right here. A little bit of plastic covering it. The inside is super clean. And look at the strap. Still in the original. Still covered up with paper and a little cardboard tube. And there's the label inside. If I can get that to show here on the camera here. I don't want to hurt the purse. But there's the label inside. It says Jewel 30 by 31. It's JEWELL. There is a pockets inside. And that's out like that. There's a tiny little pocket on the outside. Let's see, overall length and width. I haven't get you that. Well, the base, we can do that really quickly while I have it on camera. Looks like it's 8.5. Overall length from top bottom to top is about 11. There's two handles. Really good shape. I mean, this is like new. Is it leather? That's a good question. Let me see what the tag says. If I can get to it. Let's see. Usually they say it says 100% polyurethane. Inspected by number 14. 31 Gifts Canada Incorporated. New material only. It says, due to the delicate nature of this item, do not wipe with damp cloth using mild something covered over by a sticker. So no, not leather. But I see Randy at 12. Oh, purple's your favorite color. We got one with green and one with purple. Well, this is definitely purple. And then the lighting, I think, actually, at least on my screen, looks pretty close. It's actually a little darker than what's on my screen. So, okay. We'll say going once. Going twice. Last call. Sold to Randy for 12. Thank you. Put your name on that. My tags. I don't write it on it. Just gotta put a tag on it with your name. Fuchsia. That is a name that's probably closer to what it is. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. All right. Let me put that aside so we don't confuse it. I do have another purse. This one is not new, but is also an excellent condition. This is leather, I believe. Let me see if I can find this label. Well, the outer part is leather, I should say. I don't see a tag on it, but it sure feels like leather. Let me see if it's a tag. It is made in China, so. It does say leather. Okay, I'm going to show you the label. Oh boy, that's way too bright. Okay, it's called Tony. It says genuine leather. And this is a black purse. With a strap. It's not new. It is used. There's a little bit of wear on the edges here. The bottom is very clean. The purse itself looks really sharp. I think there's just a little bit of minor wear on where the strap is attached. Inside, like I say, you show the label and then a zippered pouch on the inside. Zipper works. Another compartment there. And a snap fastener. So let me bring the camera up so we can show you what it looks like properly. Get my clipboard out of the way. So, okay. So this is a Tony. That's what it was. Tony leather purse. We'll start this one at $8 because it is used, but it is excellent shape for a used purse. There's just a tiny bit of wear right there on the edge where the strap is attached. And that's the only place I saw any wear. But it is marked as leather. I did not try to clean it or anything, so it is as it is. See if there's any interest in the black purse. No. time? 9:36. Okay, we're doing okay. Yeah, nice basic little handbag. I see Randy at 8. Next bid would be 9 if there's anybody else interested. Otherwise, I'm going to say going once. Going twice. Last call. Excuse me. I gotta get a drink. Okay. Sold to Randy for $8. Thank you, Randy. All righty. Marlene, I was thinking of you today when I saw this item. Would you be interested in a keychain with the letter M? It's green. It is green. And when she said you love green, I says, oh my goodness, I have got to show her this. I hadn't even thought about what I was going to ask for it. I guess, I don't know, $3 or $4, whatever you want to offer me is fine. If you're interested, mean and green, yep. What would you, $3, $4? You tell me what you want to pay. I'll put it aside for you. Meanwhile, while you're thinking about that, I will grab the next items. Back to some jewelry. Okay, we'll say $3. You've been good to me. I'll be good to you. All right, let me get a tag to mark that. Okay, now if you're interested for $3, I'll say sold. Thank you, thank you. Oh, and I should show you the back. The back of it is a silver tone, and it actually has a label on it. It's got a manufacturer's. It's got a crown, and it says an R in a circle and a C in a circle with a crown in between them. So, I don't know if that means anything to you, but it's royal. Okay, I found out I had another bracelet. Gosh, I'm not reading my list very closely, I guess. Let me get the length on this guy. And I'm going to show you. It's a pearl, full pearl. Looks like it's 7 inches with a toggle clasp. And they say $6 on this. So I'll shut up close here. It actually has some crystals in it as well. You see right there. They're more like freshwater pearls in the shape. They're not round like regular pearl, like the regular fake pearls. And for all I know, I could be wrong. It could be just freshwater pearls. But to me, I thought they were fake. They just, I don't know. Fired That's up to the, I guess, there's no way of really knowing with freshwater pearls, I guess, is there? But it's got these little crystals to accentuate it there and at the clasp as well. I did not see any markings on the clasp. There it is. So to me, they get the freshwater pearl appearance. Or I did write it. Oh, no, that's what we wrote down. All right, or she wrote me to freshwater pearl. Okay, they are freshwater pearls. Okay. They're not full pearls. I'm wrong. I was wrong. Correction. If there's any interest. So now I'm going to set up the next item. And I have 18. Ooh, I forgot how long this one was. Okay, we'll pass for now on that bracelet. And we're going to go to this copper accentuated, I guess is the way to describe it, necklace. It is extremely long. Put this aside. And I'm just going to call this a multi-strand necklace for $5. And we'll go through, and I'm going to show you how long this thing is. It is 2 strands, and just make this laid correctly here, and bring this thing up and down to show you the length of it all. This thing is from bottom to top. Looks like 17 inches, so 34-inch. This is meant to. And so it's got a combination of amber colored beads, these other pieces, and some gold tone beads all the way down to the end. And it kind of looks like so. I don't know if there's anybody be interested in something like that, but it is. I honestly cannot get it to there. If we can get it to stay like that. There we go. If there's any interest in that, I'm going to do my pen. Kind of a coppery appearance to it, I guess is the way to put it. And amber beads, and the larger beads are kind of a coppery color, and the other beads are kind of a gold, but kind of gold copper, like not rose gold. Okay, where are we on the next step? Okay. I'm trying to line things up here so I can go through them quickly. All right, pass for now on this. And I have only this board right there because it's going to be perfect for showing what I want to show next. Anybody interested in a vintage book Let me get the cameras. Let me line that up with the camera better. Bring the camera down. So this is a company called Hoods. Hood was a milk company here. It is a milk company here in New England, based out of Boston area. And they, this is back from the 1960s book. And where did I put that on my list? I didn't write it down. If I did. But I know somebody was looking for ephemera like this. Yeah, Dick Jean had said exactly. It's that same kind of artwork. So this is a Hood booklet. And this is from the 1960s. My dad actually worked for them in the 1950s and 60s. He was a milkman, delivering milk. It served him well throughout his life because he got to know a lot of people in town. A lot of people knew who he was. So when he ran for office, his name was very, very recognizable. He didn't run for a major office. He just ran on to be on the park commission because he wanted to start a horseshoe club, and he did. And it's still going to this day. So, but let's see. I'm going to just put set this at $10. I did find people out there that had this out there, but it was under Pinterest. So there was some interest in this thing. And it's got it talks all about the various products, and milk, the cream cottage cheese, countryside cottage cheese, and the talks all about the products. And even they made a chocolate drink. So obviously I drank a lot of milk as a kid. And then recipes. So it has recipes. Recipes for corn chowder and corn sticks and old-fashioned sugar cookies and strawberry pie and caramel sauce and mostly looks like luncheon pancakes and fudge cake. A lot of desserts. And there's notes, place to put notes in the back. And that shows you the Cherry Hill Farm, home of Food Certified Milk. I grew up in Maine. My dad was. I actually went out with him delivering a few times when I wasn't in school. Although I had to get up early in the morning, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. So, all right. I just thought I knew there was somebody in the past that was looking for ephemera, old ephemera type stuff, and I thought I'll bring at least this one item and throw it out there. I have like old photographs and stuff like that too, if anybody's interested in stuff like that. All right, let's go through some more jewelry while we have time. Pretty tight ship here, so I'm going to get through some of this. This is seashell. I'm going to show you the back. This is carved seashell pin. And I hope you can see that properly. It looks like swans with a cherub on them, I'm guessing, maybe. Get it closer. There we go. I'm going to set that down so I can type it in. Asking for the $6 start on this for carved seashell. And yes, it's kind of white with a kind of a brownish tint to the carving. That's kind of cool. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's not too bad. You can see the focus on that one pretty well. Okay. We're doing time-wise. I got another few minutes yet. I got another pair of earrings, and I apologize. These are, I think, the hooks are sterling. The only reason I say that is because they're pretty badly tarnished. So we'll pass for now on this. I say this is unusual. Some of the more unusual stuff towards the end here. I've got one pin that you definitely got to want to see. Maybe you're not interested in buying it, but you really want to see it. It's really kind of cool. Okay, I got a pair of shepherd hooks earrings. It looks like mother of pearl, the birds, and the little blue beads are probably sodalite, and then gold tone bead to accent them a little bit. You can see the tarnish on the hooks. They're not marked, but I'm going to, because of the severe tarnish on them, I'm going to assume they're likely silver plate. To bring that out closer. There. Focus now, focus. Come on. There we go. I'm going to call these the bird earrings. And, what did I put down for those? Too many things left on my list. Did that one. Oh, almost forgot one item. Gee. A couple of items I haven't done yet, actually. All right, where is it? Oh, $4. If there's any interest in those, I knew it wasn't much. Okay. Now I'm going to dig out the next item, which I was saving for the end here. Unfortunately, it looks like I lost some of my audience. It's just too bad because this is a really cool piece. All right, we'll pass for now on this. This pin, I think it's made in Germany, but from my research, it's spun wire with a little fake pearl in it. It is really cool. This is definitely vintage. This came from the estate. Here's the pin. See how the wire is spun around that. I could not find any markings anywhere on this. I thought maybe the pin itself might be marked, but sorry, it's got a little that little stuff you see is from the packaging. It was in the the little packaging. I found similar pins of this spun wire, so I'm going to call this a spun wire pin. I'm going to start this at 20, and that's below what I saw I'm going for, way below. And then I had one last item. Actually, I have several items, but we don't have time for them. Anyway, I put that out there. If somebody else is watching later, they see this, they really want to certainly let me know. But this came from the estate. So I think it's from the 50s. Randy, I'm thinking about it. Would you go 12? I got to at least make a little bit on it. Let me see here. Yeah, I even have the original package it came in, which is really an unusual. Thank you. Okay, sold. We'll say going once. I'll do the routine properly here. Going twice. Last call. And sold to Randy for 12. Oh boy. Almost misspelled everything. Thank you, Randy. Appreciate that. I really do. I'll give it, I'm going to put it in the original. Like I say, it came in this really interesting package. That's where the little fuzz came from. So. Okay. Write your name on there. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We appreciate it. Yeah, I'm not sure what came in that little pouch, but it did. Okay, last item of the night. I meant to show this earlier. I wasn't looking at my list correctly. So this is called a Secret Garden box. This pattern on top apparently has something to do with the Secret Garden. So I've seen some of the movie when my wife has had it on. Glass. This is glass. I'm going to have to wrap this thing so well. Because I know I had trouble with last time I shipped a glass box, and I'm not going to make that mistake again. Okay, I want this. One of the last things on my list here. $12. I looked this up, and I'm asking less than half what people are asking for it. What it's worth. I always say be careful. Tell people when you're shopping on eBay and somebody's asking for $20 for something, it doesn't mean it's worth $20. It just means it's what they want. All right, what did I do with that wire? I did have a couple other items that I'm not going to have time to show. So I do want to wrap it up in about 2 minutes. Okay, we'll pass for now. Anybody sees this later, of course, I will entertain stuff. I had some glassware. I had some movies I wanted to sell next week. Be next week. So I have to keep in mind, I'm still going to try and keep doing Tuesdays, but like I said, I've got one person who, yeah, I know. I got one person that I can't do Tuesdays, so I'm going to shoot for maybe a Wednesday or Thursday night one of these weeks soon. The Tuesday in May, I know, the first Tuesday in May, I think it is, I cannot do company visitors, so we will skip that week. But that's around my birthday anyway. So, alrighty. Well, thank you all for your purchases tonight. I appreciate it, and I'll let you go on with the next auction if that's what you do, which is what we may end up doing. So, have a really blessed night and a great evening, what's left of it, for whatever time you go, and we'll see you next week. Good night.